guys. Um, well, I think it's time to go. It is midnight, and I think it is time to go. So I've packed up just about all my stuff. I'm bugging out. I'll be back in the morning to get the rest. Trusting my gut on this one. I'm out there by myself, and I'm not going to do anything overly stupid. So I'll talk to you later. Hey everybody, the day has arrived, and you can probably tell I'm set up for camp, and we're doing an overnight here. And I've been treated to a little special something something. 2 centuries, that's what I'm assuming they are. A crow and a raven going off together, and they just did that. Now they've shut up, of course, once I start running my mouth. And they stopped talking. But yeah, we might have some activity tonight. I'm just crossing my fingers and toes. Well, we'll see. I'll catch back with you in a little bit later. Hey everybody, welcome back. I just did a video a little while ago, and it didn't suit my taste, so I'm doing a take two. Hey everybody. So I took a little trip away from the campsite for about, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 minutes, I guess, just to check the other camping areas along the road, the primary ones. And so far, we're looking good. It looks like I'm going to be the only one set up here tonight. That's awesome, awesome. Which means there's less likely a chance of human contamination in my investigation, my research. So my partner coming out tonight. He's working right now. He'll be off probably about around 4. Probably be here. I'll go get him probably about around 5 o'clock, I guess. Get him, come on out here, and we'll set up, get him squared away, and then we'll start. We'll be here overnight, and I don't know how long we'll be here tomorrow. I'll give you a date and time. Right now, it's January 29th, and it is 2:30 in the afternoon. So we got a little bit of time. I've been here since about noon, I guess. Set everything up. We should be good to go. Ain't much left to do. Like I said, all I gotta do is leave here and go get him. He's gonna meet me at my house, which is about 10 miles away. It's not that far. I have a funny story. Have an activity already. I'll give you a little sound bite earlier of a woodpecker thumping. Sounded quite a bit like a daggone wood knocks I heard, but those wood knocks I heard were way louder. I don't know why I didn't transfer the video and audio, but anyway, like I said, here goes my funny story. So I'm back up in my vehicle and getting some of the rest of my stuff, bringing it down, and I don't know where she come from. I wouldn't up to my vehicle maybe 5 minutes or so, getting the rest of my stuff, bring it down. I'm starting back down the hill, and I hear a deer start blowing. And if you don't know what that means, she's alerting a danger. She's hearing you, smelling you or something, and she's alerting somebody else around her that there's danger around. They do that when they can't throw their tails up and flag one another. Okay? So it sounded a little like this. And it's a lot like that. Okay? But really loud. They're loud with it. So I'm like, oh, where in the world did she come from? So it's about over in that area, about around in there. Okay. So I'll stop and I'll listen for a second. She's still blowing. Like, what in the world? Okay. I'm just going to ease on down the hill. So I ease on down the hill a little bit, get back down to the camp, and she starts blowing again. And I don't know, I must have kicked a rock or snapped a twig, I don't know what. But she busted out of a laurel thicket, and right over there, back in them laurels, back over there, okay? And she come across down here and busts across a creek. You'd think she would head in the opposite direction, but no. She was headed to me, okay? She got across the creek. All right, let me show you. So she gets about right over in here, right around in there. She busts across a creek right down here behind that log jam, right? She comes up through these laurels right here and comes out, and she's right on the other side of this. She's right on the other side of this tree right here. It's laid across right here. And we're this close, right? And she stops. I go, "Hey, girl." And oh well. So yeah, right about there. She looks at me, and you know, if you've got a dog or a cat, that you catch them in the middle of something that they know they're not supposed to be doing, but they're doing it anyway, okay? And they have that look on their face like, "Oh shit, I done messed up." Well, that's kind of the look she had on her face. She looked at me, she licked her lips, right? Looks at me, swishes her tail. I said, "What are you doing, girl?" And she takes off. Yeah, she goes bounding out that way, clearing the damn trees. It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. But I've had a couple of times today where everything got silent. I've only been here a couple hours, but everything got real quiet. And I've heard tales, of even the wind stops blowing. Well, by God, it did. There's a couple of times even the wind stopped blowing. And the wind stops blowing, it's like everything took a deep breath and just held it till it started blowing again. It's crazy. But yeah, we've got a little time yet. We've got a full night ahead of us, and we'll see what happens. And we'll catch you again in a few. Hey, everybody. Well, unfortunately, there's been a hang up, a little snag, a little snafu, if you will. And I'm winging it, going solo. My nephew couldn't make it. So I'm going to try and get what I can on my own. And should be fun. Getting ready to build a fire. So I'll check back with you once that's blazing. Well, guys, I got my fire going. Didn't take that long. And it's just enough to shed a little light. Looking a little weak right now, but it'll be alright here in a minute. And I'm just going to sit back, relax, and then let's see if we can find something. Or let's see if something finds us. Alright, we'll catch you later. Now, the light is on this thing, but it's not doing a whole hell of a lot of good, as you can tell. This is what you can see. I don't have no real night vision at all. I'm at a serious disadvantage. So I believe I've heard the loudest and biggest goddamned owl, two of them, that I've ever heard in my life. It's a little unnerving, to say the least. Night sounds are definitely different than the morning sounds. Definitely different. Probably not the wisest thing. I remember a video I made here not too long ago where, so I wasn't going to try and do anything stupid. This might be stupid. Just saying. Yeah, it's probably cold enough now. I'll roll down here and grab my water. Hey guys. Well, I think it's time to go. It is midnight, and I think it is time to go. So I've packed up just about all my stuff. I'm bugging out. I'll be back in the morning to get the rest. Trusting my gut on this one. I'm out there by myself, and I'm not going to do anything overly stupid. So I'll talk to you later. Well, I found out firsthand last night that this place is an entirely different world at night. It ain't the first damn time I've been camping. Ain't the first time I ever camped alone. But I'm probably here to tell you this is the last time I'll ever camp alone here. Honestly, I say um, I'm not going to say I'm not ever going to do it because it's got my, I guess what you'd say, it's got my ire up. You know, it's kind of pissed me off. So late last night, breaking the branches, all the noise that we were making. And I got a feeling in my gut I needed to go, so I left. I packed up what I could, got my vehicle, and I left. I'm here to tell you right now, left me feeling like a punk. Left me feeling like I'd run from a fight. And I'm here to tell you I haven't run from a fight since I was in elementary school. And let me tell you, that's been many, many moons ago. But I probably did the right thing. I carry a 45 on my side, damn near everywhere I go. And when I come out here, I carry a 45-70, a rifle, plus my sidearm. And I'm here to tell you, that false sense of confidence a firearm will give you when you're out here, let me none whatsoever. Now, let me tell you what happened. I had my chairs set up about right here. About right here. Oh. Yeah, over in there. That's where I heard it. We're back up in the holler there. An owl. Biggest damn owl I think I've ever heard. But, you know, it was loud, and great horned owls can get loud. But down that way, down the holler, probably about 300 or 400 yards, was another sound that I can't describe. It wasn't even trying to mimic another bird. It was like a howl, a hoop, something like that. The closest I could come to mimicking it, it sounded more like a oh. And did that a couple of times. But I get up, I'm tending the fire here, and right around in here, it sounded like a whippoorwill weighing about 300 pounds was getting ready to pounce on my head. That went off. It was loud. And let me tell you something, folks. Growing up in the country, especially on the East Coast here in Virginia, whippoorwill, although they're not as abundant as they used to be when I was growing up, they were, you know, they were around. There was a lot more of them than there are now. But I'd sit out on my front porch at night and listen to them, and there'd be one that would set up next to the house and, you know, start doing its calls. And if I could have saw it at night, I could have probably thrown a rock and hit it. It was that close. And you know, they're hollering, they're loud, but they're not that loud. The volume of this so-called whippoorwill that was going off last night was intense. And I'm here to tell you, I've been out here researching and investigating this place for almost a year. Last night was my first night here. It's not going to be my last. I'm going to try it again this weekend. This weekend coming. I'm going to do it. I ain't gonna be run off again. So I heard the owl there. That hoop, probably about 350, 400 yards that way. Answer the owl that was coming from right up around in there somewhere. Then up in here, where that so-called whippoorwill was, and then another answered, and another answered, and another answered. It was like 3 or 4 of them answered. So I was getting surrounded last night. They were just waiting to see what I would do. And they got the desired effect. I don't know if they were actually going to do anything or not. But I wasn't taking any chances. I thought I'd mentally prepared myself for it, but I had not. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you folks. It scared the shit out of me. It really did. Like I said, I had that 45-70 in my hand. I could go to Africa right now and hunt Cape buffalo with that rifle. But it left no feeling of confidence whatsoever. Because I'm here to tell you, down here, you see how shady it is? It's 9 o'clock, well, no, 10 o'clock in the morning, right now. It's nice and shady down here. And I'm here to tell you, when it gets dark down here, it gets dark. It gets dark. Now, if anybody knows anything about fire, see that ash? It's burning hot. I had a pretty decent flame. And it's like this whole area was eating it up. The light from it. Seriously, I was like, what in the hell? So, well, make myself feel better, I call it a tactical retreat instead of pussing out and leaving out of here. And none of this shit, none of it I got on audio. None of it. Because I had this phone sitting in a chair charging when all that happened. And when all hell started breaking loose, I grabbed my rifle. I didn't grab a phone. I wasn't wanting to catch her video or audio at that point. I was wanting to catch something that was maybe trying to charge me or something. So yeah, I'm going to be back out here next weekend. I'm going to do another overnight. By hook or by crook, with somebody or by myself, and this time I'm staying. I'm going to set up all my audio. I probably won't be able to get any video because I don't have any type of night vision whatsoever, which really sucks. But if I can get audio, that'd be a plus. That's something I can get you. So I'm gonna tear down camp and head back to the house and, you know, see what happens. I'll talk to you guys later, and till then, y'all take care of yourself out there.